Vibe coding. People say it like it's an insult. Oh, you're a vibe coder. Like I just confessed to a crime. And honestly, I think they're mad about the wrong thing. Not because AI exists, but because it changes who gets to build. Most people criticizing vibe coding aren't angry at the tool. They're angry at what the tool represents. For decades, learning to build software means years of syntax, documentation, and frustrations. Now, someone can describe an idea and have working prototype in an afternoon. That doesn't erase experience, but it completely changes who gets to participate. And that's uncomfortable. I'm 16. Last month, I built a face recognition password system. Not by memorizing every library, not by writing thousands of lines from scratch. I built it by understanding the problem well enough to explain it. Then reality hit. Bright lighting broke it. Dark rooms broke it. Different camera angles also broke it. The AI generated code looked perfect until it met the real world. That's when the actual work started. I had to figure out why it failed, describe the bug. That's another idea. Read the code, change it, try again, again, and again. Eventually, it worked. Not because AI magically solved everything, because I learned how to communicate the problem clearly enough to solve it. Better than some forums, better than digging through documentation for 3 hours hoping someone had the same issue. So, go ahead, call it vibe coding, call it lazy, but let me show you what you're actually criticizing. A cop without a gun, without handcuffs, without a badge is still a cop. You removed his equipment, not his knowledge. He still understands the law, he still knows procedure. The tools simply make him more effective. AI is my equipment. It doesn't replace understanding, it amplifies it. People always ask, okay, but what happens when the AI is down? Fair question. What happens when the Google is down? When Stack Overflow disappears? When documentation is missing? Developers solve problems. That's literally the job. So I read the code, I debug it, I test assumptions. I learn why one loop works and another doesn't. The AI writes the first draft. I decided whether it survives. That's not dependency. That's collaboration. One of my favorite characters is Evil Morty. Here's what's funny. He didn't invent Portal Gun. He downloaded it from Rick. He took something someone else created and used it better than people who made it. The Ricks who made it. Nobody calls him lazy. They call him terrifyingly efficient because his story rarely rewards the person who built the first tool. It remembers the person who uses the tool to change everything. And here's the part people completely miss. I'm not just learning prompts. I'm learning logic, pattern, architecture, debugging, communication, design. Every time the AI gives me a bad code, I have to understand enough to explain why it's bad. Ironically, that's teaching me programming faster than studying a textbook ever did. Because every mistake becomes a lesson, every question gets answered, and asking why never annoys it. So here's the real takeaway. People think identity comes first. Once I'm good enough, then I'll call myself developer. I think that's the opposite. You act like the developer first. Developers build, developers debug, developers keep going when the first solution fails. If you keep repeating those actions, eventually your brain stops pretending. It accepts the new identity. Describe, build, debug, understand, become. Repetition turns identity into a habit. The point isn't work harder. The point is act like the developer first. Then let your skills catch up. Maybe I will write better code than any of us someday. Maybe it won't. Either way, I think history is going to remember two kinds of people. The ones who spent years arguing about whether they should use the tool, and the ones who quietly use it to build things they never could have built before. So, which developer are you becoming today?